So my mindset around money, I, for a long time, didn't value money. I didn't understand financial management. I didn't understand what it meant to respect money. I saved little bits here and there, but nothing like what I could have or should have been doing. I did have my savings, but it got to a point where I thought I needed all of these items in my life, that I was spending more than I earned. I had built up credit card debt, and it got to the point that I was dipping into my savings and heading nowhere. I had this terrible mindset around money, around investing. I knew I wanted property, always wanted that. I want my own portfolio. I want that to support me. I want those assets behind me. I just didn't think it was achievable where I was at in life. I think the biggest fear, everything worried me because it's so new and the unknown. The biggest fear was the debt. There is so much negativity out there about debt, but not a lot of people understand the difference between good debt and bad debt, and I didn't at the time. So I think taking on that debt, knowing that that was mine, that I was responsible for that, even though it was going to be rented out, that was a big fear, a lot of what ifs. What if I can't do this? What if I can't do that? What if I can't pay for it? That was probably the biggest fear, is having that debt there, not realising that it's actually going to assist me in where I want to go. B.Invested really opened my eyes. When I came on board as a client about 6 months ago now, property investing was completely new to me. So it was from, when I first talked to Eddie and Linda on the phone, when I did my map session with Daniel, I came in and talked to Graham about finance. And then along the way had dealt with, the PIA team with my contracts and Zenith Legal. Every step of the way, people had explained it, right? Because I'm a brand new property investor, I didn't know about investing. I didn't know about financial management. I had completely no idea how any of the process worked. Going through the map session and realizing that the difference between good and bad debt helped my mindset, and then going to sit down with Zinger Finance and actually realizing, this is your position. This is what you can achieve. That really reassured me to say, wow, I can actually achieve this, that, my current position would actually, be okay. I can make these changes and I can afford it. Everyone had been great by explaining the real simple parts of the process and how it all fit together and how I knew what I wanted to achieve. And so they had got me there with their advice, their steps along the way. And it was, if one person didn't know it, someone else would be able to answer. I trusted the advice from all the team members at B.Invested because I'd done a lot of research myself. So through, your Facebook page, the YouTube videos that Nathan does, the map session with Daniel, talking to people on the phone, reading what others had achieved. I think not only the other clients that had been, part of the B.Invested process, but the staff members too. The fact that the whole team is achieving that, that really reassured me along the whole process, and that it wasn't just Nathan and Daniel, it was the broader team as well that were achieving and still are achieving those results. So the properties that were negotiated for me, given my current financial position when I did come on board as a client, were definitely the cash flow properties. That's what, they had analysed my position, and that's what suited at the time. So now that I've gone through the process with my first property here at B.Invested, I am looking to buy one property every year. I do want to achieve a passive income that will replace my income. Down the track, when I do get, I do reach my goals and I can live off a passive income, I think it's that midday yoga session. Definitely more holidays, spending time with family and friends. I think, life is so busy, working full time, rushing around. So really taking that time to go out and do it whenever I want.